here's another little project. A while back I did some saddlebags for our Harley Davidson. These are the side covers of the same bike. I'm already starting to scuff it up. You can see the pearl in here. I think I can see it with my eye. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It is a pearl color. It has an orange sunset pearl in it, the white. Very nice. But after we painted the saddlebags, these didn't quite match, so now we're going to do these two. They're in good shape. Little rub mark here. Rubbed on a crash bar. We're going to get rid of these pads. I'm going to paint at one time, the originals. They are plastic. So what we're doing now is we're scuffing this with this in 320. We'll scuff this down and we'll prime it. I'm not going to take the paint off because then you have to worry about prepping the plastic for adhesion. Harley's already done that for us here, so we'll scuff this paint and keep it on here. So I'll bring it back when we get these all scuffed in. This will be a real quick, simple one. We're going to scuff them, we're going to prime them. We'll do a quick block on the prime. Then we'll be ready to seal and paint. This is a tri-stage paint. It has a base white, it has an intermediate for the pearl, and then we'll clear coat it. So probably, gosh, seven coats of paint on it. Too quick on the base, we'll include the primer and a sealer more than that. But yeah, about 3 coats clear. We'll put 2 coats of the pearl on, 2 coats of the base. The sealer will be 1 coat, and then we'll have 2 coats of primer on. A lot of work for these little jobs. It doesn't seem like there's much involved, but to do them correctly, that's what it takes. So we'll bring it back as we make progress. Alright, on to the next step here. So you've got the old heat gun out. This is just a cheapie. It's got a high-low setting on it. There's no cooling fan after it. Just shut her off and let her cool down. Makes the job easy. I said we had these adhesive pads on here. They're put on there to protect the paint, stop vibration in a high rub area. So we're removing those. Apply the heat to them. And here, you see this one's off. Just a little bit of residue left. There's what was left of it. Scrapes right off. Small, real thin bladed scraper. This is my go-to. I love this little scraper. Real flexible. Doesn't gall the paint out or anything. You don't want to get them too hot. Just enough to loosen the adhesive. So scrape them off. So there's that one off. Now we'll clean this up with a little bit of lacquer thinner and the remaining adhesive. Then we'll be ready to continue sanding. So I'm going to go ahead and heat this side up. We'll get this one off too. Then we'll be ready to move on with it. Okay, there you have it. Just a few minutes, and number 2 is off of there. So left is that little pile of ugliness there. This will come off a little bit better. Have my heat a little bit better on this one. So now we'll get these cleaned up a little bit of lacquer thinner. We'll be all set and ready to continue our sanding prep. Alright, the lacquer thinner out here. Drop towels there. And you can see how well that cleans up. Right here's where those pads were. You can see no gouge marks or anything from my little putty knife that I use. A scraper. Come off real nice. Just lacquer thinner. I got dipped the little squirt bottle there that we like to use. So there you are, all cleaned up. Now we're ready to continue sanding. So I'll bring you back when we get these all sanded up. Alright, here we are all sanded up in 320. Blended in those rub marks just a little bit. You can see here, like I said, where the old pads are on there. Nice dull finish on any shiny points or anything on it. This is where it all really counts. If you don't scuff sand all over the surface, you can have a lot of trouble with paint adhesion to it. Anytime you're doing this work, always prep these surfaces all fully on all the edges and all the curves and bends. Sometimes that's frustrating and tough, but this is where it counts. It's all in the prep. These were wiped on and clean with degreaser before I started. But I always do that first. Otherwise, you're just sanding your grease in, the oils and grease. So there you have it. They're ready for some little bit of repair on them. Right there. Let me see here. See it right there. Spider crack. There's a bracket on the back side of this. Yeah. You can see a lot of times what happens is they get over tightened. When they do, it causes the surface to spider crack. Lo and behold, exact same thing over here. If I can find it in the viewfinder there. Where's it at? There it is. Focus, there it is. Both sides, so we'll have to take care of that. We'll sand into this a little bit, put a filler on that crack. Try to strengthen that up some so it doesn't come right back. Have to put a little filler on these where they rub. Hopefully it'll adjust the bars and everything on this bike so they don't touch there. So taking pictures of us, I'll show the owner where they were rubbing so he knows it's the back side. The front side of the bar, back side of the covers. So we'll pass that info on. Maybe we can stop that from happening again. All right, bring you back when we make more progress here.